So, hello everyone. So, I am the CEO of the company Kritam, and we provide the AI tools for SMEs. So, first of all, we are going to see that what are the main problem points that the SMEs, small medium enterprises face. So, may I have the next slide? Yeah. So basically, first of all, that the as we know that they are small medium enterprise, they have the limited technical expertise. They don't have the experts. They don't have that technical approach or the network. Second is they have unclear ROI, return on investment. So basically, they don't able to analyze the total investment they are return on investment they are getting, or any analytics. They don't have the good options or better analytics. Third is affordability. Of course, there are the many tools that are already there in the market, but they are not affordable for them. They are not much. Though they don't have much expenses or budget. Third is lack of customization. As some major tools are the made by the for the common problems, not but there are some personalized software that must be there in the market. And last is so next. May I have the next slide? So what we provide no code interface. First of all, not everyone is available with the code, so we provide no code interface. They can easily use them. Second, built-in ROI analytics. We give proper analytical software, personalized software, so they can use it. Third is customizable workflow and unified AI suites. So the whole things that we provide is a proper AI tool, a single one-stop solution for the company, so that they can get a proper solution for all their problem, customer support, analytics, and we also conduct workshop for them so that they can able to use that, because not just giving the tools are sufficient. They also have to know that how to use them and how to work on them. Can I have a next slide? So our main mission is first AI automation. Many tasks are manual, so many tasks there in the companies are manual. So they have to appoint many labor, cost high. So we are going to AI automate them so that their time, value, and manual labor also less. Second, data insight. Proper data insight they can so that they can predict their future plans, strategies, and other factors. Third, and the personalized, as I told us, they are common and well structured that only this is done. So therefore, we have personalized software so that what they need, we solve them. And last is scalability and growth. Of course, they need scale, growth, and the what they how to grow the market. Next. So next is business kind of order. To explain, I invite Mr. Drove. Mr. Drove, who is GTM and marketing strategy head.
Hello guys. So this is our business canvas model. First, let us tell you about our customer segment. So our first priority will be small and medium enterprises which do not have enough workforce or have the funds to raise it. Our second priority will be the startups which have similar problems, and among them is local businesses which want to scale their business in their respective markets. Talking about customer relationships, I think community forums for SMEs to share best practices is one of the best way to solve common customer doubts. For example, the FAQs, which is available on our website. Along this, we also have a dedicated customer support for you, so that we can solve your specific doubts. For example, our relating our AI models that we supply. Moving on to channels, we provide direct online sales via our company website. We also the direct marketing campaigns, and we have webinars and demo sessions showcasing AI tool benefits. For example, the one we are currently holding in Asia's most Supremo College. Now you may be wondering what value we will provide to you as a customer. I think we will provide you with enough virtual workforce that you won't experience any problem while at a starting stage, while you are currently expanding your business in the market. And we will provide tools for customer support, revenue metrics calculation, and social media management for you. We provide all of this on a subscription based pricing model, in which there will be a first down payment, and we provide enable SMEs to focus human resources and growth and innovation. So, moving on to key activities. Continuous product and development and improvement. We provide AI models so that you can expand your businesses. With the GTM campaigns for product launches and adoption, we constantly provide new products. Moving on to key resources, we develop proprietary AI algorithms and models. We also have data sets, we also have to buy theirs, and skill development and product teams are also. Along this, we also manage our websites, so cloud infrastructure also come under the key resources. Moving on to key partners, SME Association and Chambers of Commerce, cloud service providers like Azure, GCP, Azure, AWS. Financial institution offering SME support programs and digital marketing agencies for co-promotions like small businesses who want to advertise themselves via our website. So, compiling all of this, I think the core structure mainly comes from maintaining our AI models, which we will give to you, our subscribers, and maintaining our cloud infrastructure while also supporting our product teams, development teams, and etc. etc. Revenue streams are generated from our subscription-based model, in which first we will take a payment to actually give you the AI. Then to maintain that AI, we will use a subscription-based model for you. For upselling premium features, like advanced analytics or integrations, you may have to upgrade your subscription respectively. For example, for super duper premium subscription, we may provide you with the AI which is specifically customizable, configurable by your company. I think that's all.
Thank you, Dhruv. So now for the next, that is we have a GTM strategy. I invite Mr. Aditya for our strategy head.
So hi everyone, myself Aditya, and I will be talking about the go-to-market strategy. So if I just talk about the very first value proposition, so our very first target is will be the SMEs who are not having that much big budget but are trying to expand in the market of AI and automation. So we will be making things affordable, and more of that we will be helping AI SMEs to automate the business at a very affordable cost. And if I talk about the target customer, so our target customer is retail SMEs and SaaS owners who are doing into the business but are not that much into the team of expansion. And if I talk about the partnership and distribution, for the distribution we will be using SMEs Association and SaaS Marketplace. And if I talk about the roadmap plan, so in the first we will be doing the market awareness, checking whether the what is the market awareness right now, and doing what all we have to do from our end in order to educate the market we are targeting. In the second, we will be using for the lead generation, we will be using two types of format. First will be the paid marketing format, and for the second, we will be using the freemium model, wherein we will be using some sort of free things to give it in a free model and get user for that and try to upsell them. In the product or adoption, we will be trying to make the onboarding process way too simpler so that the user stays on the platform as long as possible. And for the customer activation, we will be trying to sell the membership plans so that customer stays loyal, and also we will be trying to upsell the subscription which was given in the premium model. For the expansion and retention, we are trying to build an ecosystem completely for SMEs so that, let's say, for going from the CRM, from the lead generation, and all the way up to like client management system, we all will be building an ecosystem so that a client which comes for a single service does not leave a platform. And we just started in 2024. In the 2024, we were understanding the market, what it is, and understanding how we can deliver the problem, deliver the solution, understanding the problem. In the 2026, we have understand and we have launched our MVP properly, and we have also understand how we can strengthen it. And for the 2028, our mission is to go to the tier 2 and tier 3 cities and expand globally. So yeah, that's all.
Thanks, Aditya, for this complete understanding. Now our next is our traction and assumption. For that, I invite Mr. Suraj, our research head.
Hello everyone, I am Suraj, the research and data lead of this team. Now I'm talking about traction and assumptions. Tractions like early adopter growth, 10% MOM increase in SME signups, strategic partnerships, and positive feedback, just like 5 out of 3 average user satisfaction score. And assumptions, technology readiness, market willingness, and regulatory stability. Data privacy regulations will remain favorable, SMEs are ready to adopt subscription-based AI tools. Market willingness provide technology readiness. AI models will scale effectively with data volume. These are the basic traction and assumptions in our project slide. Just this over.
So thank you, Suraj. Now for our next segment is about the competitors and differentiators. So basically, the point is the AI for SMEs, AI tools for SMEs are providing many companies. There are many companies that are also giving the personalized, but we are doing different. So if, as you can see, the traditional or the niche player that we have is a complex manual labor, or the big B companies are already spending a lot on them. We are providing affordable and simple tools with the proper workshops so that how they have to use them, and also all integrated tools so that they can obtain. They have just one platform where they can handle all those things, the customer support, the analytics, and all the factors that they want. We not only give the tools, we also have them to scale. We scale together, we grow together. Now for the last slide, the financial and the funding ask, I invite Mr. Natik for this.
So for the funding, we have bootstrap for the initial 50,000 or so, and then we have taken the benefit of the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana through its various stages, like like Kishore, Tarun, and then Tarun Plus. And then we have our revenue model, which for the first we have a starter pack for the beginner friendly, which starts from 2,500 per month, which will provide basic automation, standard design insights, and single user access. Then for the growth stage industries, we have our growth plan, which is 6,000 per month, which involves advanced workflows, deep data analytics, basic personalization, and up to 5 users. Okay, then we have our scale plan, which is for 12,999 per month, which provides unlimited automations, then full AI suite access, custom integrations for the users, and then up to 20 users, dedicated account manager also for the high volume needs.
So that's all from our side. If we are open to questions, thank you. Anybody have any question regarding the? Yes, Nishchi.
So you're targeting SMEs,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and the cost of your plans is extremely low actually.
yeah,
So and you're using AI for the services, right?
sure.
So when you host AI servers, the cost would definitely be more than what you're asking for.
Didn't get your question.
Basically, for example, what was your highest costing plan?
13,000
13,000
per month.
for an enterprise. How much would an enterprise use your service?
Mahina.
Mine.
For
So
the
month.
13,000
per month.
Sir, but
1.5 lakh approximately per annum.
Per annum.
It will increase with time. It is the current model that we are giving. So it will increase by time as the company will scale, or we also scale together.
Also, it would not be practical if we charge very high amount from the start. Yeah.
Because of
So
our
why do they choose us? Like, if we
Because
charge
our
very
major
high
aspect is to make them use those AI tools, because the main problem is they don't have the budget and the expertise. Initially, we are giving with the affordable prices, and then we will scale as the company grow. The charges will automatically will raise accordingly.
okay.
Another question that we have? Yes.
So, how you will be protecting the SME's data? Like where you will be storing it and how you will be protecting so they can trust you, because they will be uploading their confidential data and all. So why would they trust you? And moreover, you will be using open source LLMs like Gemini and all. So it would result in major data breach or something. How you will be handling it?
For the security part, we are having our in-house team for making all these things end-to-end encrypted. And if I tell you about the LLM model, So right now we are using open source model, and we will try to build our own models also. But I know that's not cost effective. But we will be gradually building it, not eventually, but gradually, so that like after 5-6 years, we are not giving out the data to any third party.
So in that period, the data will be going to that third party. How
Yeah,
you will
but
be
that
processing
all
it?
data will be basically divided into two sort. First will be the one which is not like that much confidential, and second will be the one which will be like confidential, so that will be sort of encrypted.
Okay, thanks.
Zoom bhai.
So basically, you said you will use open source AI, okay, or you will make your own AI. Okay. So first question: if you are using open source, why can't I use it with cheaper cost?
Yeah, okay, we will try
Actually,
to.
cheap, not even cheaper. It will be free.
Okay, no worries. So we will be trying to move on to the paid plans of like let's say GPT, or paid plans of Gemini, or more of any other not open source but proprietary LLMs.
Also, to use the AI, the major part is the expertise, the AI prompting that not the SMEs will not have. So we are providing also that knowledge and that expertise to them.
YouTube tutorials.
But not all SMEs are available to give that 5 hours, 6 hours on YouTube tutorials.
And not
But they
every
can give the
tutorial
same
is not
5 and 6
perfect.
hours on your app.
Sorry.
They can give the same 5 or 6 hours on your app.
We are making the interface user friendly, so that they don't have to do the prompt engineering and going up and forth for the different chats.
And those 5 to 6 hours on our platform, they get the productive results. But on the YouTube tutorial, they are just learning and not implementing. They are just learning. But on our platform, they will get a productive results.
Like how will you balance it? Like they can learn in 5 hours and not pay for like monthly expenses, like 13,000 a month, and they will not have to pay for that. But by doing 5 to 6 hours of tutorial.
The main thing is they are learning and doing. We are already having an expertise in that, so there is a lot more difference between when you are learning and trying to do it at the same moment. But when you are trying to give your work to someone else who are already expert in that field, there is way lot of time difference. At that moment where you are learning, you are giving 5 hours there, and you are also giving like 2 hours of doing that same work. But in the same moment when we are having the expertise, we are like, you can rough estimate like 3 to 4 hours you can just handle the same work.
But that is just one-time investment, na? Your
But it is also, if they are creating their own, that's good. But it requires the debugging and all those things. It is something like programmer trap, that where you already the models are present in the market. They just have to pay something and they can use it. But when they are, if they are making them, they need to debug them and regular check that it is working or not. All those things are included. All those hectic things, they don't have to do that. They just have to pay a amount, and we are here to help them.
The thing is, open source means anyone can use it. So any bugs or anything, it will be patched in like 1 or 2 days. So what you are providing in that?
I will answer. So usually what happens, there is a core business. If I am a banker, I want to stay into my core business of banking. I do not want it to enter into IT services. Yes, I can build some software of my own, but it is always better to outsource these kind of services. So this is the place where they come in. So as a bank, I have money, but or not say as a bank. Let's say I am a SME with 1,000 crore rupees of revenue. I do sales of precious metals. So I have money. I can build my own software or whatever services. But do I need time and effort to invest in that? So there is always a better option to give some chunk of the money to some other company and outsource it.
Okay, so
Another question is there. Yes.
So you talked about automation, AI automation,
Yes.
but platforms like Zapier and N10 exist. So what's your unique selling point? Like
Zapier
differentiate.
is way too expensive, and for the NA10 it requires a lot of debugging and more of a technical knowledge.
पर मतलब आई कैन लर्न इट रियली क्विकली. N10 का जो वो है
फ्री कम्युनिटी आवर्स, फ्री
मतलब
कम्युनिटी
मतलब वो ओपन सोर्स भी तो है, मतलब उसका कुछ पार्ट जो है.
बट फॉर दैट वी नीड टू ईदर बाय VPS, जो कि कम से कम आपका 10-12 हज़ार एनुअल का पड़ता है. एंड इफ यू एंड आफ्टर दैट बाइंग दैट VPS आपको पूरा सेटअप भी खुद करना पड़ेगा. एंड लेट्स से फॉर दैट 1% आपके पूरे वर्कफ्लो में इफ यू जस्ट एनकाउंटर वन स्मॉल इशू, यू डोंट नो कौन सा वर्कफ्लो कौन से स्टेप पे खराब हुआ है. सो वी एंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट इट्स नॉट हैविंग GUI.
नहीं N10 में तो है Zapier.
GUI वो वाला नहीं है कि लाइक आप सिंपली अपना इन्फॉर्मेशन डाल दोगे. यू हैव टू कनेक्ट एवरी नोट्स टू डिफरेंट नोट्स कि इफ दिस देन दैट.
और अगर नहीं हुआ तो कोड करना पड़ेगा.
Exactly.
वो नहीं होगा.
JSON prompting हो गई आपकी. एंड इफ यू टॉक अबाउट RSS फील्ड कैसे लेनी है, तो उस समय बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम आ जाएगी. सो इट्स गुड फॉर लाइक प्रोग्रामर्स एंड एक्सपर्टाइज पीपल.
Any other question if we have? So thank you for your valuable time. That's
Yeah, thank you so much.